Hello everybody, welcome back to Future Wrestling here on the Nerds Are Us channel. You've joined us here on the unprecedented times. We have, thanks Jim, Aaron's just fucked off. We couldn't handle the heat of being centre screen tonight, lads, that's terrible. But nevertheless, we are in unprecedented waters here, folks, because we not only have one world champion now, we've got two, which is a bit of an issue, which we will deal with soon. So one of them is indeed in the top left tonight, and that is Casey making his triumphant return to Future Wrestling last week, and technically at last Gold Rush.
Define triumphant because Cutter kind of went through me like a knife through butter.
He is called the Butter Cutter for that exact reason. Yes,
that's true.
He literally does that in his spare time. It's a hobby. You know, who are we to judge? But in fairness, like he literally does outweigh you by a factor of 2. So I'm not gonna hold that against you. And you're coming back in like straight away. And plus it was Rob Midas, so you can blame him in the end, which can set some. And so you'll never know. But again, we will find out what's going to happen with Alan Morph and indeed Violet Storm later on. On the right hand side is Mr. Foxy, Niall Fox, playing both Silver Fox and Nathan Youngblood tonight. Pulling double duty. Unfortunately, he's not getting paid twice because that's not how it work. But either way, you're not getting paid at all, to be fair. But nevertheless, Silver Fox has not been on a good run lately. Courtesy of Rob Midas, to be fair. Again, one of the few people who have now lost with an NPC. A very eclectic mix of people we have at the minute. So, how are you feeling with Silver Fox at the moment?
I'm essentially like. I feel more depressed now that I know that I'm in the same club as fucking like
Jim Morris and Conor Locke.
Yeah, like
the booking was weird last week, lads. I'm not gonna lie. I think Vince Russo nicked the script on us or something. I don't know. It was weird. But
he's hit rock bottom, and it's he's just completely dejected now.
Indeed, and so much so he's in the opener tonight as well. So let's see how that goes for him. We'll also be hearing from Nathan Youngblood later on. I forgot to clear this with you earlier on, Foxy, because again I've been busy. But he's going to be our co-commentator tonight, so no pressure on that. I literally just thought that myself.
You could just see the horror.
He had that old fucking deer.
That was the deer in the headlights look if you've ever seen it, like, you know. But yeah, there we have it. On the left hand side again, then is our other future world champion. Maybe the official one, maybe not. We'll see. Kira playing Violet Storm. So again, it's been an interesting time. Obviously, you are officially champion, but Mr. Alan Morph perhaps has a claim to that title as well. So how are you feeling about seeing your old tag team buddy rocking up with his own world title?
Hearing that, but bring it on. Let's see who's real.
I like the way you think. I like the business talk. I like the way you do things. It's good. In the center screen tonight is Aaron playing Jim E. Morris, the most original man on the roster. Mr. Morris, obviously, you were going to be you're going to have a very interesting time after you're trying to find friends, is what I'm trying to get from the most past few weeks, and mixed results. I think it's fair to say, Aaron.
Find them quicker.
Try looking in low places. Sorry.
Hey!
And he's done it. What you should have done was like go down the stairs on the screen.
Shit, yeah. I should have.
But so anyway, so again, you did try to form a tag team with James Rage last week.
Best
yes, the best Jimmies, as they were going to be called, but obviously that didn't work out as planned, did it?
No, it didn't.
It absolutely didn't.
But don't worry, I always have a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G in my back pocket, so I'm down to Y now. So I should be good.
Copying the alphabet now. He's taking the alphabet.
Honestly, it's disgusting. So on the right hand side then is everyone's favorite mercenary, Cutter. You did good work last week, taking down the co-world champion Alan Morph on the request of Rob Midas, of course. Your last favorite for Rob Midas, apparently.
Yeah, Cutter's kind of decided that he can pick and choose who he wants to work for his businesses. proven to be quite successful. So he's in the luxurious position that he can choose not to work for somebody. And Midas has been taken advantage a little bit, and I think Cutter, for all their back and forths, Alan Morph and Cutter have a history together, and if nothing else, he respects him. So asking him to take him out on his first night back was just a bit too much. He did it because he likes money, but that was, you never know, but it was possibly the last job he'll do for Rob Midas.
Yes, at least in the short term, at least. Obviously, we'll be seeing Jerry Soule later on in the show. He will make his appearance at some point whenever he basically ends up in the call. On the bottom row tonight, then, is Dave playing Conor Locke. Conor Locke, you have entered into an illustrious, prestigious club of people who have been beaten by an NPC. Again, obviously, you have not taken the loss at Gold Rush very well. And fair to say, you might have a scapegoat for why. Going by recent form.
Yeah, I may have. I mean, don't get me wrong. Last week's loss was I felt that one, but no, I'm looking to bounce back tonight. I'm looking to just get back to top form. So
yes,
fingers crossed.
Trust me, that shame never goes away.
Wear like a fucking bad cigarette smoke, man.
That's it, yeah. And last but certainly not least is the cheerful man on the roster, the man who just loves friends, loves being wholesome, Mr. James Rage. What was it about Jim Morris's sales pitch that you didn't take to Jamie, if you don't mind me asking?
Right where he kept interrupting me.
Yeah, no, I can believe that. I can believe that. Yeah, that's a fair point. And again, we'll be seeing more of that as well. But again, also crucially, because he's not here in the call yet, very interesting words from your promo last night to Rob Midas, because obviously you're changing tack from what happened to Casey Cole, a fair fight, as it were. But Mr. Midas seems to be your next target by all accounts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think we should all take a moment to at least notice that tonight I'm on the card and Casey Cole isn't here because I made it back to the ring quicker than her. So who really won that fight?
You do make a fair point. You really do make a fair point.
And yeah, Cutter was saying that he did his last job for Rob Midas. That's because Rob Midas isn't going to be around much longer.
Again, I love the positive attitude that James Rage brings to this to this session. So again, this is our crew for tonight. Obviously, we have no Casey Cole; she's off injured for the time being. But we do get our intro from this. So what will happen here is we do get a bit of a cold open. So we kind of see Kyle Decker arriving at the venue, and basically a backstage interview kind of approaches him and asks him about what's been going on. So I won't do the full promo, but I'll give you the highlights of the exchange, because I don't want to be switching from John Newdy's voice to Kyle Decker, because then I'll go fucking mental. So 3 points basically. First off, yeah. Sorry, Jay, go for it.
Quick question. Is Pete Thursday still here?
No, he's been replaced.
Can I have the... Oh, fuck.
Because doing that voice really fucking hurts, Jerry.
But it's awesome. It's for the people.
Fuck the fucking people. Fuck, my voice is more important.
People power.
So yeah, we get basically an interview from Decker going on. So the first thing he's asked is about the condition of James Rage and Casey Colt. So he gives an update on both. First off, good news and bad news. The good news is that James Rage is cleared. His shoulder injury was not as severe as expected, so he is back in the ring tonight, and he's facing Jim E. Morris later on in the show. The bad news, though, is that Casey Colt, unfortunately, her injury was more severe than expected. It is ankle ligament damage, so she is going to be off for an indefinite period, week-by-week review. And whenever she is basically cleared, she will be back in the ring, which also means, crucially, because that means she won't be involved basically for the next month of action, potentially, because, again, it could be a long time out. Might not be even involved in the Rose games if Midas takes part in them. So we shall wait and see. And again, the last thing she's asked then is about the conundrum with Violet Storm and Alan Morph being both world champions. So Decker brings out the line, basically, there should only be one world champion, and hopefully by the end of tonight, he will decide who is the true future world champion. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Future Wrestling here from the Future Wrestling Arena here in beautiful Dublin, Ireland. I'm Mike Dublin, joining you as ever, and I've got a special guest for you tonight, folks. Joining me at the commentator's desk, one of the living legends of this business, Nathan Youngblood. Thank you for joining us here tonight. We have an action-packed night of wrestling on our hands tonight.
That we do. I'm very excited to be here on commentary with you, and this should be a really good show.
It really should, and we have a stacked card for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We see, as you just heard there from the general manager, Kyle Decker, James Rage is fit to compete tonight, and he's gone up against someone who did try to recruit him, for a better sense of the word there, but very unsuccessful in that regard. He's going up against Jim E. Morris. That promises to be an hellacious contest between very experienced competitors.
Oh my God. I'm just very excited about what's going to be happening. Like, there's a lot of underlying tension being built over the last few weeks, and it's just going to mount up until the next pay-per-view.
Absolutely. And again, there's a very much a reason for that as well. But we'll be hearing from Rob Midas later on in the show regarding that. Obviously, we also heard from Pastor Fred Rose making his acrimonious return to Future Wrestling last week. The Rose Games are officially open, and we're due to hear about some of the teams that are going to be entering that competition. Obviously, the Rose family will be there. Hopefully, an entry is available. Nathan Youngblood, are you hoping to enter your team into the competition?
I cannot divulge that information at this point, but I am very excited to see what kind of pairings we come up with for the Rose Games.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, teams of 3 and a cash prize at the end. It should be intriguing. Elsewhere on the card, we are going to be seeing from both of our world champions at the moment, Violet Storm and Alan Morph, both in action later on tonight. I value your opinion on the situation that we seem to have regarding these two world champions. Have you got a particular opinion on which one is the true champion?
Well, let's not deny it. Alan Morph did win the title from Silver Fox in last season. Now, he has spent some time away, and with that time away, Future Wrestling had to have a champion.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, Violet Storm had won the Youngblood tournament, earned her right to challenge for the title. She then went on to face on Conor Locke and came out the winner. She is now your Future Wrestling champion. But with Alan Morph coming back, this raises so many questions about where we're going to go and who is the legitimate champion of Future Wrestling.
Indeed. And obviously we are of the understanding that we will be hearing a decision on that at some point during the show from the general manager. But first, we're going to move on with the rest of the show. Again, we have an action-packed night ahead of you, so let's get this started as we kick off with our opening contest of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, your opening contest for tonight is scheduled for one fall.
What the?
I see Kyle has recovered. Introducing to the ring first, weighing in at 212 pounds, hailing from Kobe, Japan, he is the Dragon Slayer, Kazuchika. Well, Nathan, unfortunately, it seems the Emperors are on a bit of a break at the moment after losing the Tag Team Championships to Ratman and Bobbin at Gold Rush. Obviously, a huge loss for everyone involved there. But one, I suppose, side effect is that Kazuchika back in singles action here, and he's got a fascinating matchup tonight against Silver Fox. Yeah,
this should be a very interesting turn of events, because over the last few weeks, Silver Fox has been on a really bad downturn, and he lost last week to Damon Garrett. Someone that, like, this is the former Future Wrestling champion losing to what would equate to a mid-carder or a low-card guy. So where Silver Fox's head is at, I don't know.
And like I said, it's a very stern competition he faces. Kazuchika, one of the toasts of the roster here, a man of international experience, a household name worldwide. Let's see if he can do the business here against the Dragon Slayer. And indeed, with that then, and his opponent, weighing in at 189 pounds from Clondalkin County, Dublin, Silver Fox.
Step out of the court and it's real slow. Like just sauntering basically. I'm kind of like looking around, almost like a sloth. I'm just looking around, still walking down to the ring. Just get on. Very good time. Very good. But get to the ring. I just get in. I just kind of look around like slowly and just the glorified jobber entrance.
Yeah, so very plain, very generic.
Yeah,
that's fair enough. So yeah, again, like obviously that's kind of been kind of proving the point really from the kind of commentator table about what they're kind of talking about in that sense. But yeah, exactly. So we are going to jump into the match from there. So this is going to be a nice long match as well. It's going to be 11 spots altogether between Silver Fox and Kazero. Why is the two Alan Morph on screen again? I hate when this fucking happens. Like honestly, what the fuck? Jerry, pick a screen, man. It's getting really confusing. Right then, so I will roll on Kazero's behalf, and then Foxy, you will roll, of course, for you. So let's get this match underway.
Not a good start. 3.
Ooh, really not, and it's certainly beaten by Kazero 7. So again, Kazero does have a technical base, so he's going to start off the match with that. He's going to go for a good old-fashioned international spot. Again, Kazero is going to just treat that as a work roll, so that's a -1 for him. And it is successful. International works, and he gates some momentum out of the gate. So we're up and away in this contest. And we go to our next spot.
9.
9. Beats my 4. Foxy, you take the next spot.
How did you finish the international?
I basically went for run the ropes, and I think I went for monkey flips for the international, potentially, isn't it? The monkey flip from the roll the back monkey flip. You can do it that way.
No, monkey flip will always come after an international.
Right.
Like if it's going to be used
from the corner, usually.
From the corner, yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, I would have done it with the hip toss. Then that's what it'll be.
Yeah.
The hip toss.
All right. So international hip toss. I feed up, and as I feed up, I want him to go for an arm drag, but I hold him, launch him back up, whip him off the ropes. As he does that, I take off when I whip him to one side, I'm actually taking off in a different direction, in a T direction.
Yes.
So when he comes back, I want to hit him with a big fucking, just a big jumping shoulder tackle.
Fair enough. Yeah. I will take that as a look roll, Foxy. So that's a -1 for that. A 4 altogether, nasty. Right. So what'll happen with that then is you will kind of go for the shoulder tackle, and I want basically Kazero to kind of sidestep. And what I would like to do, I like him to kind of run the opposite way, kind of do the same thing that you're doing basically, and go for a leaping lariat from that. So kind of take it down from that. So it'll be a look roll for him. A +1. +1 makes it a 12. So a critical leaping lariat from that. So so like he'll sidestep, you're going to run the ropes again, and he's basically going to go kind of intercept you on the way back, and then leaping lariat straight down, and like you kind of like take it on the shoulders in that sense. So it does look quite nasty. Good start for Kazero, in fairness. So let's move on to our next spot.
9.
9 beats my 6. So Foxy, you get to recover from the lariat.
Lariat. Take the bump. I'm going to feed to the corner. He charge in. Get the elbow up. Boom. As he sells around, I'm going to bounce off the middle and do a quick spring moonsault. So
spring moonsault. Okay, so again, that'll be a look roll on that. So -1 on that regard. Ooh, it's a 5. So what I want them to do, I want you to actually do the springboard moonsault, right? But I want Kazero to basically catch you in that flight. So I want you to basically land on kind of his shoulder. And then I want him to give you snake eyes on the turnbuckle. So
Very
I'll
nice.
treat that as a straight roll on that. So 0. And as you can see, it's a 5. So I suppose like you'll again go for snake eyes and you kind of like grab onto the turnbuckle to kind of save yourself. So no one gets any momentum from that, and we move on to the next spot. So we go from there. So I suppose if it helps, you kind of be on the in the corner, and then we can go from there. Then so let's see how we get on. 8. That's a lot better than my roll. So Foxy, this is yours.
So with that, what I'm going to do is, so as you launch me for snake eyes, I'm going to actually land on the middle rope again, but I'm going to fucking go for it again straight after.
Go for the same spring roll also. Okay, grand. So it'll be same roll again, Foxy, on that one. So. And it's a 6. So again, I think the best way to do is to kind of give you that. Because then you're going to go over the spot. You will hit Kazero there, but Kazero's got to feed up straight away. So you'll get the momentum from it, and we go on to our next spot then. So again, it's a bit of a separation. Kazero not taking the full blast from it, let's say. So we go to our next spot from that then. 7. Kazero rolled an 11. So again, Kazero's going to. So again, you've done the springboard moonsaults. So you kind of, it's almost like a dancing ball. Kazero's kind of feeding up already. So I want you to kind of go from corner to corner, look like you're building up a head of steam, and then Kazero's going to hopefully hit you with a sling blade to kind of stop your momentum. So it'll be a look roll again for Kazero. And thankfully, look roll saved his blushes because it would have been a botch. So you get the chance to reverse a sling blade. Now, in fairness, like he is just basically charging at you, so you can kind of do something to stop the attack either way.
Actually, yeah, I've got it. So as he's going for the sling blade, instead of him actually swinging around, I turn around and get him in the crossface. I use his momentum to put him in the crossface.
That's really good. I like that. That's a +1 work roll.
Yay!
Oh, now we're talking. Okay, then. So crossface applied. Are we talking submission or wear down on this one?
Wear down.
Wear down. Okay, so that's grand. You get your momentum out of that, and we'll move on to the next spot from the crossface. So let's give her our next roll then. That's an 8. Beats my 7. So Foxy, you're still in control.
Yeah. At this point, I'm literally just holding on. I'm keeping him in the center of the ring with this crossface. Like he keeps trying to inch his way, but like I managed to shuffle and keep him in the center. So I'm trying to wear him out enough that I could actually probably submit him maybe.
So you're kind of keeping the crossface applied then.
I'm keeping it applied. I'm just trying to maintain like control of it.
Right. What I'll do is I'll act on that as a submission roll then. So it'll be a straight roll to see how strong the hold is, and we'll go from there.
Right on.
That's an 11. It's really good. It's good. It's a good roll on the crossface. So interesting. So again, I will give Zero a little bit of leeway here, to see if he, again, with the critical submission, it's kind of more or less locked in. You need to be a high roll. Let's see how Kazero does here. And it is an 8 overall. So again, a bit of leeway on this one. It's still early doors in the match, so I want to have him in a good long time. Fox is wrenching it down. And again, it'll look like he's kind of tapping, but he's basically done enough to get his hand on the rope, and we go from there. But again, a good healthy bit of momentum from Fox on that one as well. And we roll into our next spot, which is the midpoint of the match. So evenly poised so far, has to be said. And it's a 10 for Foxy, better than Kazero's 6. So Foxy, you're still in control.
So he's after reaching the ropes. There's a separation. While he's feeding up, you turn in, and what I'll do is I'm gonna actually, like, as he feeds around, I'm gonna hook him for a suplex, and as I lift him up, I'm gonna drop into a Falcon Arrow.
Interesting, right?
But like Falcon Arrow combo into the armbar.
Okay, interesting, right? I will treat the combo of the suplex to Falcon Arrow as a work roll.
Okay.
So we'll go for +1 on that, and hopefully that's successful. You can switch the armbar. So let's see if you get the Falcon Arrow applied. +1 whirl. And yes, you do. Yes, you do. So lovely stuff on that. And again, let's see if you get the next roll to apply the armbar. So we'll go again. That's an 8. Kazero also rolled an 8. We go again.
Bollocks.
Oh, it's a 4. Kazero rolls a 9. So I want you to actually go for the crossface here. So you go to the Falcon Arrow, you transition into the armbar. Sorry, is what you said. So you're going to go for the armbar, but what I want Kazero to do is to get his footing, to start like kind of climbing up, and then he's going to bridge over you and hopefully go for a pin on that. You'll get his kind of arm free and then bridge over for a pin. So I'm going to roll on his work roll, which is -1. Let's see if he can pull it off. And he does. It's a 9 altogether. So Foxy, it's a 9 to beat. So let's see how your roll is. And it's a 10. So it's a 1, 2 kick out. Well ahead of 3. So we have a few more spots left. Some healthy momentum being dished out here. So give us your next roll, Foxy. It's a 5. Kazero also roll a 5. We go again. It's a 7. 5 again. So it's your spot, Foxy.
Yeah, he's got me in a pin, kick out, feed up. I'm mainly going to be focusing on the arm and the head for this.
Sure.
So as we both feed up, I feed up close enough that I can actually just headlock take over. I'm holding the headlock.
On the headlock, okay.
Like,
So
on there.
all right then. So there'd be work roll on that then +1. Oh, it's critical headlock. the headlock has gone magma. My goodness. So I think the way this will work is literally like you are actually like wearing him down in a sense. But I mean, what else can you do with a fucking headlock, I guess? But like I say, I suppose like the best way to do it is you do kind of nullify his momentum and speed in that sense, and you're slowing the match to your pace then. So yeah, you gain an audience out of it. Who knew that headlocks could get over? Really have a technical crowd in tonight. Who knew? And you get some very good momentum out of it as well. So we have 3 spots left. Let's move on to our next roll.
6.
It's a 6, and Kazero rolls an 8. So again, the headlock is applied for quite some time, and basically I want Kazero to kind of to find his way out of it. I actually want him to. What do I want him to do? Oh, I think I'm going to be a bit of a dick. I'm going to do a heel move to give you a poke in the eye.
Oh,
So
bastard.
poke in the eye to stop the headlock, and it'll be a +2 roll. I'm spending 2 of momentum to do it, and let's see if it's successful. Is it fucking successful? It's a 9, so +2 makes it an 11.
Ow.
Yeah. So we move on to our next spot from there. 2 spots left. Let's move on to our next roll. That's a 9. Kazero rolls a 7. So Foxy, it's to you.
Yeah, he's after really poking me in the eye. Like I'm still like kind of nursing that in the process. But like he's after doing the eye. I feed around as he's going for me. I'm gonna hook him in for a small package.
Small package. Okay, I like it. It's a work roll +1.
Ah!
Critical small package. It is a pin. It's a 13. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell.
Ah!
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Silver Fox.
I was not expecting that. I really wasn't.
Nathan Youngblood, there is life in the old dog yet. A small package takes out the Dragon Slayer. What an instinctive move from Silver Fox there. Poked in the eye. Thought he was in trouble there, but instinctively found a small package, and it was enough to take down the Dragon Slayer on this instance.
Yeah, like, wow, like, what a shock win, like, but also the veteran, like, move out of Silver Fox. Like, he was able to take advantage, like, he got poked in the eye, he was almost half blind, and he still managed to, like, have the instincts to go for a small package, like, but just managed to hold in. Wow, very surprising.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said, we all kind of feared the worst, especially after the match last week against Damon Garrick. But nevertheless, there is still some fight left in Silver Fox, and a huge win in the grand scheme of things for Silver Fox. So this is exactly what he needed, exactly what the doctor ordered, and yeah, absolutely what he needed at this moment in time. So we go back to the ring then. Obviously, Kazero has been told that he's been he's been rolled up. It wasn't free. He's obviously disappointed. He's kind of modestly roll out of the ring here, and we did the Silver Fox. So, answers from you, sir. What's happened?
Like, I'm in disbelief. Like, I'm actually just like the referee just raised my hand. It's like, I'm kind of really in shock. It's like my hand has been raised. Like I just don't believe it. I wasn't expecting it. Didn't think I was going to do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, still like not so much dejected, but still very like more confused. About the whole situation.
Yeah, that's fair. And like I said, we'll kind of repeat that on the commentary, and we cut the commercial on that. So when we do come back to
time that Kazero was rolled up by
several times actually. It's actually a bit of his weakness because Selena rolled him once, and I think you or Alan Morph rolled him as well. So it's a bit of a weakness.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of an Achilles heel, if you will, to the Dragon. Turns out he gets laid quite often, to be fair. He really should change that gimmick. So when we come back, then we're back to commercial, and we're going to see Silver Fox kind of like backstage. He's kind of got himself a bottle of water, and we gain the order from there. So, guys, take it away.
So Cutter's walking past. Fox is presumably sitting down and just having a drink. I'll walk past, kind of check myself, and go back to him. Hey, Fox, how you doing? Listen, we haven't talked much lately, all right? And I saw your match out there. It was great. You finally picked up a win. You know, the weird thing is I shouldn't be saying that to a former world champion. I shouldn't be saying congratulations on finally picking up a win. You know, you went through a load of shit. I've been there. I've done that, you know. You were held down, you got away, and you're trying to find yourself again and all that stuff, you know. I mean, you have to build yourself back up. Decker won't book you unless you kind of start believing in yourself and you start picking up those big victories and all that. Even then, it's not guaranteed. Look at me. I've beaten the world champion a couple of times. I've never had a world title shot. Not once. You know? My point is we got to get you back on track. And it kills me. It kills me to see a person that was used and abused the same way I was, and to see how low you are. And look, you might be aware of this kind of whole business venture that I'm doing right now. I'm offering services to everybody to look after them and help out where I can and in any way I can for a fee. But I've been thinking, and I want to make an offer to you. It's almost like I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to atone for shitty stuff I did in the past. And I don't know what it is, but I want to help you. I want to offer you my services as protection, security, hell, as a teammate. I don't care. For free. You know, I want to help you get back on top because I think that's where you belong. I started to sort myself out after all the shit that I went through. And look, nobody knows better than I do what you went through. What are your thoughts?
Like, yeah, you're right. Like we haven't really talked much, and obviously, like everyone goes through their bad stages. Like obviously, I'm in a bad state, but I I should be delighted, like over the moon. But like I'm more confused about this whole situation. Like me actually winning a match. That's how it's been so long since I've actually had a victory like that, and uh, I've said it before. It's still not. I still have self doubt, and I don't know
And it's
where I'll
madness.
be.
This is where the problem lies. You are Silver Fox. Right? You're the former world champion. You had it all. You were on top of the mountain, and you held that title for a damn long time. And you defended it, and you defended well, and you didn't win with his fucking small package and shit. You won definitively in the middle of the ring, and you were top of the world, and he got screwed over by Rob Midas. All right, but I'm not going to lay the blame at his feet either. Right? He's has his own agenda. He has his own stuff to do. What you need to focus on is not Rob Midas. You need to focus on Silver Fox. You need to focus on getting back to where you were. I can help with that. Now, if you don't want to accept my offer, that's fine. I don't have a problem. It's not like I'm going to fucking be insulted and come after you or anything. That's not what this is. All right? There's no catch here. Okay? If you want my help, I'm offering it. If you don't, no harm, no foul. I swear to you, my word, no repercussions. All right?
Mm. No, I greatly appreciate that. I really do, and I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say yes right now.
That's fair.
I'll have to think about it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just know that it is very much appreciated at this time.
All right. Look, tell you what, man, you take what time you need. All right, the offer stands. It ain't going to be there forever, but it stands for now. So you have a think for a couple of weeks, a week, 2 weeks, whatever you need, and come back to me. All right. You know where my office is. Come down. We'll have a chat. All right.
Sure.
Hey, you know what? You can even come into this damn business with me. There's lots of money involved. All right. It's pretty cool. There's cats too. Trust me, it's good. Right.
There's cats.
Yeah, I got a couple. Mitzi and Bitsy. They're pretty cute. Yeah.
I might just do that. I might stop by sometime.
I think they hate Jim Morris too, so that's a bonus. Anyway, look, let's go.
Who doesn't?
I know, man. Fuck. All right. Well, look, let's. I'm not. Look, I could fucking stay here bitching about Jim Morris all day. Anyway, man, think about that. Have a good one. I'm gonna go. Talk to you later, man.
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. So, guys, it's gonna be promos on the hook roll. So, Cutter, it'll be a +1 to you, and Foxy, I'm gonna make your roll of the +1 as well. Exciting enough, you are competing for top of the card at the minute. So, let's see who gets it.
What?
Okay, that's an 11 for Cutter.
No. Oh, wait, yeah.
And it's 11 as well for Foxy. Oh, you missed out on it just about. But yeah, good promo around, lads. Have to say, fair play. So good stuff on that. And we move on to the rest of the show. So good stuff, lads. Good stuff. So with that, then we cut back to commentary. And again, it looks like Silver Fox still has a lot of friends backstage. Nathan Young, as you probably know yourself, a very popular figure backstage, Silver Fox, and I think everyone's heart is breaking over how things are playing out for him at the moment.
Yeah, like it's very difficult to see like this happen to someone who's not too long ago like he was our world champion, and to see him go through this really bad downturn to the point where it's crisis of confidence. He just doesn't know what to think lately.
Yes.
So it is great to see Carter actually like throw him a line and hopefully offer him that helping hand he possibly needs.
Absolutely, and it says a lot about Cutter as well. But we unfortunately do have to move on with the rest of the show, Nathan Youngblood, and unfortunately for us, we have to get the elephant out of the room that we've been kind of, as well as the commentary desk we've been sitting under for the last while. Earlier today, there was a very unsavory scene backstage involving yourself and one of your former proteges in Conor Locke. Now, we're going to play this footage that we covered backstage, and we're going to get your thoughts on it now. So let's play that footage now. So we set the scene. It's Nathan Youngblood talking to his two proteges and a few kind of other unnamed trainees. So you can see Michaela Joyce, you can see Josh Delaney there, and a few kind of other miscellaneous people there. Youngblood's kind of like kind of giving a pep talk of sorts, kind of like a speech on something. And then we're going to see Conor Locke rush in halfway through. So Foxy, you go on a stream of conscience, and Dave will cut in from here. So take it away.
Look, we have to think about the possibility, because like there's gonna be so many different teams gunning for this prize. Like,
Oi, Youngblood.
What? Yeah, Connor.
Turn around. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Where in the hell did you get off doing what you done last week? I was 50%, maybe max. Still reeling from that pay-per-view, and you throw that squirmy bastard in the ring with me.
I'm sorry, what?
Don't want me. You know exactly what I'm talking about, Youngblood. You're still swanning around here like you've got some sort of status, but you're nothing but an absolute failure. A footnote on this company. You try that shit again, mate, and you'll regret it big time.
Hang on. Are you trying to blame me for your loss last week?
Trying? I don't have to try. I know it was you.
Why was it me? I wasn't even there.
You knew the situation I was in, Youngblood. You knew what you were throwing at me. Now I've got to go out and face this pissant Michaela Joyce again, who I wiped the floor with weeks ago. So I tell you what, you stroll out there, put on your little headset, play your little Nathan Youngblood, I am, a legend, blah, blah, blah. I am going to wipe the floor with Michaela Joyce again. Just you wait and see.
Okay. We'll see. Anyway.
So, and then Nathan will kind of feed in from there. So yeah, we'll come back to commentary at that point going, well, like I said, it's you were mentioning it's quite tense backstage, and I think it's fair to say that has added to it, Nathan Young. But obviously, we have had to wait until this time to kind of get your thoughts on what this is. But can you assess exactly what is the issue with Conor Locke at the moment? Obviously, he had this kind of meteoric rise in the World Championship tournament, but fell at the final hurdle. In your honest opinion, as someone who has been in this business for so long, what do you think Conor Locke is missing from his performance at the moment?
To be honest, I don't know, because what was working for him over the last few weeks, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because I didn't feel that those methods were needed. But they got him results. It got him into the title picture. But unfortunately, he wasn't the better person that night. But for him to try to blame me for his loss, and to try to blame me for his continued loss the following week, it's unfounded, because I wasn't there and I did nothing to instigate this. He did that of his own. He's a big boy. He should be able to manage things on his own.
That's what I'm saying. It's almost a question of responsibility more than anything else. And yeah, maybe certainly be the case that perhaps this match against Michaela Joyce, we know how the first one went. They were former tag team partners, certainly not anymore. So we're going to see how this match plays out. It'd be intriguing to see how it does. So then the bell rings. Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is scheduled for one fall.
One fall.
Introducing to the ring first, weighing in at 181 pounds from Manchester, England, Michaela Joyce. Well, Michaela Joyce, of course, has been somewhat of a mainstay here now on Future Wrestling the last couple of season 1 and season 2, of course. Nathan Youngblood, you've taken this young girl under your wing, teaching her as much as you can. How do you feel Michaela Joyce has progressed over the last couple of weeks?
She's progressed a great deal since coming back from her loss from Conor. Obviously, like, everyone has their own learning, like their own time to learn things. Whether Michaela has taken the loss and actually tried to make a positive out of it, that remains to be seen. But for Conor, he has a chip on his shoulder, and he's going to be more dangerous tonight.
No doubt about that. And indeed, the next entrance we hear is of Conor, weighing in at 194 pounds from Inverness, Scotland, Conor Locke.
So I'm kind of storming down to the ring. Not really happy about being in this match. Kind of got that bit of a, I think I'm better than this type of swagger going on, straight down to the ring. And what I do is I reach under the mat, take out a sledgehammer, throw it in the ring, and roll in, and wait for the match to start.
Well, it looks like Conor Locke has got some very unpleasant intentions here, Nathan Young, but I don't like the look of this already.
No, I don't like this at all. Like, if this keeps up, like, I might have to step in.
Well, we'll see about that. And the referee is obviously cautioning Conor Locke here about the sledgehammer. But obviously Conor Locke not really taking any hints here, it's fair to say. So with that then, we are going to roll into this match. So it'll be 8 spots altogether, Dave. So I will roll on behalf of Michaela Joyce, and we will get started.
10.
10 beats my 6. So Conor, what do you want to do first?
So to start off, I am just going to go straight in for the lunging spear. To start things off.
Yeah, fair enough. That will be a luck roll on that. So -1, Conor.
7.
7, it's a 6. So you're going to go for the lunging spear, and I want Michaela Joyce to sidestep it and literally grab your waist and go for a snug German suplex. So it'll be a straight roll on Michaela Joyce. Let's see if she makes it work. And it's a 7. So she does get it in. How about that? So with that then, we move on to our next spot then. So Conor, give us your next roll.
8.
8 beats my 5. So Dave, it's yours.
Cool. So I roll up from the German suplex. And what I want to do is whip her into the ropes. Just grab her by the arm, whip her into the ropes, just go for the drop kick.
Drop kick. So yeah, same again. Look roll on that, Conor.
8.
8, that's better. So you do hit the drop kick this time, and you connect Michaela Joyce perfectly. So next spot on that.
6.
6. Michaela Joyce rolls a 10. So,
cool.
So again, you hit her for the drop kick here. So, what I'd like to do here is I'd like to work the sledgehammer in ever so slightly, because obviously you rolled it into the ring. So I want you to be kind of looking at it and kind of like considering picking it up. And what I would like basically to do is referee to kind of like interject and go like, "Don't use it. You're not going to use it." And then you drop it on the apron and go, fine, I won't use it.
Yeah.
At that point, you've had your back turned, and Michaela Joyce is on the top rope, and she's going to hit you with a top rope crossbody, which is a luck roll, +1 for Michaela Joyce. I hope the fuck this works. Just about. The +1 tops it over the line.
That was barely.
She hits you with the top rope crossbody, just about, and we move on to our next spot from there. So, Dave, your next roll.
Another 8.
An 8 is really good. It's a great roll.
But it's not as good as...
Not 12.
Oh!
It's not 12. So I want Michaela Joyce to do a double spot here. So the first thing she's going to do is she's going to keep the momentum up from the crossbody. She's going to start working the crowd here a little bit. And she's going to get you she's going to taunt to kind of get you to stand up. And I want her to go for a shotgun dropkick into the corner. That's the first spot. And then the second spot I want her to do, I want you to stay in the corner, right? And what I want her to do then is I want her to slide underneath the slide from the corner, grab your legs, and then do the kind of like the pull the two legs into the into the turnbuckle because she remembers the Iron Brew, and that was bad. So I'm taking a cheeky bit of a risk here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to it's a look roll first off for the shotgun dropkick. And then I'm going to spend +2 on the second roll because it's a -2 real on that. So I'm going to negate that. And let's see if I can chain these two together. So first off, look roll for the shotgun dropkick. There we go. Snake eyes. So nothing happens. So you get to dodge the shotgun dropkick. So what do you want to do?
Fantastic.
Yes.
I'm going to go for shotgun dropkick misses. She feeds back up. I'm just going to go for the absolute clothesline as hard as I can across the neck.
Right, and so that'll be a work roll on that then, +1. 11. So lovely lariato there, and that cools Michaela's courage straight away. So we're at the halfway mark of the match. So they give us the next roll.
10 again.
10 beats 9. So it's your spot.
So I've just done the clothesline, and what I want to do is I want to feed into the ropes and just go for standard leg drop.
Leg drop, grand.
Nothing too exciting, yeah.
Lovely, yeah. That'll be a look roll on that, -1.
I am rolling, I swear.
It's a 9. It's a 9. So yeah, you do hit it either way. So leg drop successful. And we have 3 spots left. So let's get to our next roll.
7.
And Michaela Joyce rolls a 10. So yeah, you hit the leg drop here. So I want you to kind of go for a quick pin. Michaela Joyce is going to kick out from there. So I want you to feed Michaela Joyce back up here, and I want you to kind of like make a motion that's making Young saying this is it. Looks like you're going to go for the Highland peak, but I want Michaela Joyce to block it, and then she's going to hit you with an Alabama slam. So it'll be a power roll on that, which is a straight roll for Michaela, despite her appearance. So let's see if she's successful. And just about, it's a 7. So she does hit an Alabama slam. So we're neatly poised here going into the last 2 spots. Interesting. So next roll, Dave.
9. Michaela
Joyce rolls an 8. So it's your spots.
Cool. So what I want to do then, as she's gone for the Alabama slam, hit it. I want to go straight into a Highland spike.
Highland spike. Okay, so it is a finisher. You have 4 momentum if you choose to spend it.
Yeah, I will choose to spend it.
This will be a +4 roll for a finisher.
I'm going to spend it.
Yeah, right. And so +4 roll. Let's see if you pull it off. 9 makes it a 13 overall. So it's at a distance, at a touch. So you're obviously going to go for the pin from there, I would assume. So in that case, then you hit the Highland spike. Obviously, the demonstrations with Youngblood beforehand. Hit the spike. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this contest, Connor.
Before the announcers finished, I quickly dart to grab the sledgehammer, roll out of the ring, and charge at Nathan Youngblood, crack him over the head in the commentary position.
Okay, right then. So this is going to be a real roll on that, Connor. It's a -1, and you've used your momentum. So it's an 8. Okay, so I think the best way to do is with this, because again, we have to use Nathan Youngblood later on. It is your match objective though, so you have attacked him, to be fair. So you haven't stopped to celebrate here. You've grabbed
I've grabbed the sledgehammer. I'm going straight for Nathan Youngblood after the win.
Grand. So I think the best way to do this is you kind of literally like dive at him with the sledgehammer. So again, not perhaps like a clear fucking blunt force trauma shot here. It is like
a Triple H style, like, oh, my hand is in the way, but it still hurts.
Yeah.
Shane
so
McMahon.
I want you to kind of dive into it in a sense. So you dive in with the sledgehammer, you take down Youngblood. There's kerfuffle at the commentary, scraps happening thereabouts. So kind of take it away from here.
So basically, I managed to hit him with the sledgehammer. I'm just beating down on him, and I'm just laughing kind of maniacally in his face, as if to say, like, you know, you think you're better, you think you've got one up on me. I'm just maniacally laughing, like, as if to say, like, you know, I've just cracked, I've snapped in the head, like, don't really understand what I'm doing, but at the same time, I'm just I'm gone. So I'm kind of beating down on him. And then once I stand back up, grab the sledgehammer, just kind of throw it over my shoulder, stroll out up the ramp.
Yeah, and like I said, like the referees and officials are kind of checking on Youngblood here as well. So he's getting checked up on as Mike Dublin kind of takes control here, going, well, this is absolutely disgraceful scenes here from Conor Lough. Nathan Youngblood, with the best of intentions, came out here to watch this match to try and at least support Michaela Joyce. And again, Conor Lough makes a mockery of what we've had out here. To assault a legend like Nathan Youngblood in this business is outright disrespectful. It's disgraceful. And there he is now walking down the ramp there, thinking that he is all that. It's shameful stuff here from Conor Lough, the height of disrespect. And folks, we're going to have to cut a commercial on that, and we're going to check up on Nathan Youngblood when we come back. We'll see after the commercial. And again, we do. So, Conor Lough, well done. That was your secret objective. So thank you for taking that off your card. And we do come back to commercials from there. So this is where we had the queue outside Cutter's office. So that'll be spliced in here. And then when we come back, then Michael will be on his own at the announcers table, and he'll bring us up to speed with what's been going on. So
I'm gonna cut off just now because I'm just gonna head straight to bed.
Lovely day, right? The scene here is that the scene here is that we see kind of a queue outside of a blank door with obviously the walls not necessarily there. And people are kind of queuing up looking for Cutter services. We see a lot of rumbling, see a lot of kind of familiar faces like the Emperor's, Calpier's there, rapping and bobbing on the kind of top of the queue, that sort of stuff. And they're all just kind of waiting in. And basically, we kind of like then shimmy around the door and we see Cutter in his office then on the phone.
Yeah. Listen. All right, I know you want to do this Rose Bowl thing. I have no fucking interest at all in doing this. All right, Fred Rose and me, there's a whole thing there that I'm not touching with a barge pole. So look, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're a captain. If you're talking about freedom, I don't give a shit. All right, look, just leave me alone, and I'm not joining. That's the fucking call. Look, I'm gonna go. I have another call. All right, just Steve. Well, hello. Oh, for fuck's sake! You are literally in the queue outside. I saw you like 2 minutes now. Look, I dropped my fucking thing because you are in the queue outside. All right, you fat fuck. All right, go back to fucking Denmark or wherever the fuck you are. Complain about other companies. I'm not fucking doing anything about it. All right, just fuck off. All right, queue up like a normal person. That's not calling me. Click. And hello again. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Look, Rose Bowl, that's all anybody's talking about. I want nothing to do with it. Okay, again, nothing to do with it. All right, yeah, I know, best in the world, fucking fed bad, all that shit. All right, talk to you later. All right, bye. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, right, next person, fucking come on in.
You talk. Sorry about Mr. Bobbin here. Hi, I'm Ratman. I'm the hero that we can afford, and this is Bobbin. He's exhausted from knocking on the door. Look, it's going to be really difficult, right? But obviously, you know us. Maybe potentially we're on LinkedIn. Look, doesn't matter.
You have the titles that I
do.
I never lost.
We are champions. Yeah. I can't believe it either. I know it's crazy. Look, so people must love us or something. I don't know. Is that cheering? Anyway, look, listen. Point not being, right? I don't know if we're the first to ask, but we were hoping to get you for the Rose Games. Is that possible?
Lads, look, listen. I like you. I really do. I'm a fan. Okay? I'm a fan. Firstly, Ratman, you don't sound anything like I thought you'd sound like. I expected, I don't know, something deeper and manlier, but we won't talk about that. But however, I ain't doing anything to do with the Rose Bowl, guys. It's just the history that goes back. I have no desire to revisit anything to do with it. Last time I met Fred Rose and his little family, all right, with the help of a few outside sources, I decimated them. I drove them from the company. I put them through the wall of a cage. All right, they were destroyed. I thought they were done for good. I hoped they were done for good, and I got my stuff back on track, and I got my head back on track. I have absolutely no reason, desire, or want to go back to Fred Rose. Business is doing good. You saw the queue outside. I don't need the money, and I just don't want to go back, guys. You know, I'm really sorry. You're going to have to look elsewhere. All right. Again, I like you guys, and you're good. You're great. You could do with some cardio, but other than that, you know, go ahead.
You made him cry. Look, Cutter. Dude, I don't want to warn.
His tears smell like ham. It's really weird.
It's a medical condition. Don't talk to him about it. He gets really.
It's odd.
Look,
yeah.
Look, here's the thing, right? Look, I don't want to warn you, but the Morris is outside, and
for fuck's sake!
Look, I just want to warn you. He's brought a projector. Okay, have you got like a wall? He's been asking, have you got a blank wall to? I'm
not even remotely surprised. It's probably fucking PowerPoint or something else, fucking ancient like him.
Look, I just thought I'd warn you. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Okay, I'm gonna go and ask how.
All right, yeah. Look, cheers, lads. All right, I'll talk to you.
Come on, Bobby.
Hey man, it's Jimmy Morris here. Don't call me fuckhead, you love me really.
I know who you are. I know. Your lad who tried to steal my finish. Your lad who I then choked out. And that was fun. That was fun. All right. Okay. Yeah. That memory's made me smile.
We don't need to bring up the past. We all know you wouldn't have done it unless you were paid, which is fair. I mean, we all like money. But basically, I've got a little thing here that I want to do. Just need to get a bit of a
please keep your little thing to yourself when you're
No. I'm gonna just get all the equipment set up, and we're gonna go through everything as to why.
Morris, there's a huge queue outside, right?
They can wait. They can wait. Nothing's going on tonight anyway. It's not like anything to do. So point number one, right? And I feel like this is a good point. You'll get paid. Okay.
Yeah.
Point number, and you get paid more than you normally would. Again, €1 more, which is my thing.
Where do you get this money? I'm genuinely curious. You can't be on a high paycheck. You're shit.
It's a lot of genes, and it has something to do with North Korea.
Okay. Fucking hell.
So basically, point number two, right? Okay, and I feel like this is another good point. You get to win things, which is always fun.
Yeah.
Is that not always fun?
Is
that not always fun? It is. Anyway,
Morris.
Point number three.
Whoa. You are in my office, son. I said this to somebody I respect a lot more than you.
It's either I do it.
And I told him that if you don't watch your mouth, I'll put your head through the wall.
It's either I do it now.
I respect him more than I respect you. I don't like him at all.
I can shout louder than you can. So don't you worry here.
I bet you can't.
Anyway, before I was rudely interrupted. Fuck, it's broke. Shit, it's not working anymore. Point number three basically was
Morris, I only have so much weed. Can you hurry the fuck up?
We can build a friendship around our tag team. And I let you share my whiskey. Of which it's really nice. You think? I'm not really sure.
Okay, right, Morris, listen, I've listened to your pitch. All right, look. And this is not actually anything personal, surprisingly, because everybody who's asking me to do anything for the Rose Bowl, I'm saying no to, because I want nothing to do with Fred Rose or his dumbass family anymore. All right? Now, listen, you annoy me, okay? But, yeah.
But okay, do it for the kitty. Do it for the kitty. He wants to be here. Stop fucking moving. Do it for the cat. Do it for the cat.
Morris,
please.
Morris, put down really my tough. Put down my fucking cat, Morris.
All right. Shit, it's calling me. Will I get rabies from that?
Christ. Possibly. I got it off Alan ages ago. It's a long story. But like, listen, you annoy me, but I don't hate you. I actively hate Fred Rose with a passion. I want nothing to do with him. I don't want his money. I don't want his matches. I don't want anything. So listen, all right? I wish you well. I hope you do fantastically in the tournament. I hope you win the damn thing. But I'm not going to be involved.
Okay,
all right,
fair, right? That's fine. Can I put something else towards you?
Go on.
I may have had one too many drinks. Can you face James Reid for me instead tonight? Because I really can't be arsed.
No.
Okay. Well, I tried.
And I'll explain why. Again, you annoy me. I don't hate you, but it does give me a weird sense of gratification seeing you get hurt, and Rage does that very, very well. So, your
cats are fighting here, and it's kind of making me awkward. I'm going
to I'm
going to just leave.
Look, they just don't like you. I mean, they're smart.
They're attacking
cats.
each other, though. They're not attacking me.
They're taking out their frustration. They're smart cats. They just leave, please. Please leave.
All right. I'm leaving. Right.
Just stop staring at my fucking cats, you damn weirdo. Just get the fuck out.
They won't. I can't get out. They're blocking the door.
Okay. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ.
The thing is, the cats are fighting, and they're fucking violent. Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's fucking beautiful. I love as well, ironically enough, Jerry was asking in the group chat, where did you steal the cat from? And ironically enough, it's Cutter that steals Aaron's cats. How does it feel, Aaron? How does it feel? So, I'm not
that was perfect.
I fucking loved all of that. So I'm giving you both +4s in your rolls. On your luck rolls.
Boom.
Fucking hell.
I loved all of that.
Well, I hit my objective too, so does that get counted?
You do, yeah. No, both.
So did I.
Well, yeah.
What was your objective?
To steal another cat.
No, provide a presentation of how Morris and Cutter would win the role. Oh shit, I didn't. Oh shit! Oh no!
Womp.
My days ruined. I thought it was why we should be in it. Why did I not? I really got to stop drinking during this.
10.
That's an audience for Cutter. So, Aaron, let's see if you get him.
1 second there. Oh shit.
That's a 8 plus 3 makes it 11. So momentum for you, Jim Morris. Lovely stuff. So, with that, right then. So, who's ready for a promo battle? Hey, this is what everyone stayed behind to see here. So yeah, again, the scene in will be after the Cutter's promo. Mike Dublin's on his own at the announcers table going. Well, folks,
before you go, sorry, John. Before you go there, it's basically this is me responding to James's interview last week, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Mike Dublin's going to be talking to you from backstage, essentially.
Right.
So,
I have the memory of a goldfish.
Yes.
So what did James say last week?
He called you out, essentially. He said that he's blaming I suppose he's kind of blaming you for the whole thing. Perhaps Jamie will fill us in here.
I called you many things. I said it was an embarrassment to the industry. I called you a pumped up poor man's Percy Pringle. I called you a cancer.
Yes.
Yeah, it was bad.
Okay. No, that's fine.
It's awful, Joe. It's awful. So yeah, we'll roll from there. Basically, well, I might feature the line that some of the lines that Rafe said, and we can kind of go from there.
Okay.
So yeah, Grant. Well, folks, welcome back to Future Wrestling here on the VCR network. Obviously, there were some very upsetting scenes from earlier on in the program. We won't show a replay here, but Nathan was being checked up by our officials here. I'm hearing good news on our side, thankfully. Perhaps he's kind of avoided the worst there, but obviously Conor Lock will have to face some serious consequences for that attack. Nevertheless, we do need to move on with the program, and I'm just going to be joined momentarily by Rob Midas, who, of course, the manager for Casey Cup, but currently very much making a name for himself in the ring as well as outside it. And I'm just about to be joined by him via satellite. He's currently backstage. Rob, thank you very much for joining us tonight. And I think
just get on with it, Mike.
Yeah, certainly. Look, I wanted to get you on here because obviously you have a right to reply regarding the stuff that was said by James Rage last week. Are you aware of his comments? If so, what are your thoughts on them?
Am I aware of his comments? Oh, Mike, I tell you, for weeks and weeks and weeks now, what have I been saying to each and everybody, the crowd, the wrestlers, you, even James himself? I keep saying that I'm living rent-free right here in James's head. But see, something changed for me anyway last week. Every morning that I've woken up since he made those comments, every single morning and every night when I go to bed, there's one thing on my mind. And it's not Silver Fox. It's not Future Wrestling Championships. It's not even Alan Morph. It's James fucking Ray. Because you see, James called me a cancer. And he had some very unsavory things to say about me. Now, at the time, I watched that beautiful scripted promo, and I said to myself, that's some good work. That's some good work. You know what, James? You're really coming along with those promos. I thought they were really good. And then I got home. I relaxed with a cigar and a whiskey and tried not to think about it. But that's all I did was think about it and think about it and think about it. So I decided, no, I go to bed. I try and get it out of my mind. So I went to bed, and sleep did not come. Because all that was in the forefront of my mind was James fucking Rage. And eventually I went to sleep. And in my nightmares, there was his face. Emotionless. Just looking at me. And I woke up, and right there in my mind again, there he was. And every day since, I thought about nothing but him and his words. Now, he called me cancer. Pretty harsh, don't you think, Mike? Calling somebody a disease. When it comes to future wrestling, Mike, I am not a disease. I am the cure, Mike. Future wrestling with James fucking Rage at its head is pain. There's only one person in the entire world that is this place, and that's me. Disease? No. I will inject myself into every single part of future wrestling, and I will make it better than anyone could ever think about. There's one thing standing in my way, one obstacle. I have forgotten about everything else when it comes to future wrestling. Forgotten it all. Fox, gone. Morph, gone. Championships, even Decker. I couldn't care less because there's one thing that's on my mind. And you know what? He can even say that he's living rent-free in my head. That's fine. Because he is. I am now laser focused on one person and one person only. Now he says he wants to get his hands on me. Well, James, your wish is my command. You want me? You fucking got me.
Well, Rob, we need to let you go now, but I have one final question I'm obliged to ask before you do. Are you afraid of James Rage?
Am I afraid of James fucking Rage? I was once. Not anymore. Because as sick and sadistic as that man is, you do not know, you cannot imagine the lengths that I will go to. I am number one. Right now, I only need to get past one person. That's James.
Mr. Midas, thank you very much for your time tonight. So with that then, Midas, you do get your free audience from that. That was your match objective to call out James Rage. Beautiful. I know it's emotional for us all. So
Very
give
emotional.
Give us your role then on the promo.
Can you,
Yeah,
you can't
it was. Yeah, it was.
Is it 12? It's a 12, fucker.
Is it? Yes. Sorry.
You fucking say 10.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. Either way, it doesn't matter. You get your audience out of it. So, that was even before I added my perk. So, yeah. So either way, it was a +6 roll. You're a grand. You had it. Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is scheduled for one fall.
One fall. Squeaky chair.
Introducing to the ring first, weighing in at 227 pounds, hailing from County Cork, Ireland, Jim E. Morris.
I really clearly not into this and not wanting to do it. I just sort of walk to the ring and just with no effort, I'll just go, just end it. End my misery.
Well, I think it's fair to say, Nathan, that Jim Morris is not in a good mood at the moment. Obviously, you have not had a good night yourself, but nevertheless, you have to say Jim Morris is perhaps bitten off more than he can chew here, despite his best intentions to try and make friends. In fact, he's going to be facing James Rage tonight.
Okay, you're saying he's I'm not having a good night. He's definitely not going to have a good night after James Rage is through him. He's going to decimate him, and I can't wait.
Sure you can't. I'm sure you can't.
No one can.
So, with that then, we move on to our next entrance. Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, weighing in at 241 pounds from the Asylum Fight Camp, James Rage.
So I could have presumably pissed off from whatever the fuck Rob might have said. But yeah, so I don't waste any time on my way to the ring, but I do make a point of kind of shaking out the shoulder and being like, yeah, feels good. Feels good. And Morris is nearly Midas. So
At the moment you would end, that's fair enough.
Oh,
So that's nice.
Shots fired.
Oh, I see. Yes. There was an extra connotation there. I like that. So lads, yes, let's get this match underway. So guys, I'm giving you 12 spots for this match because it's actually kind of our strongest story going in so far. So guys, give me your opening roll for this contest. 9. Jamie, what's yours there? 10. Okay, so you start off the match. What would you like to do? Yeah.
I realize you've given us the 12, but given that Midas just did his promo and, you know, things are boiling over and what's going on in this match, I would like to walk forward. I would like to extend the hand for a handshake, and then I would like to pull him into a guillotine. The first time I have ever double-crossed a handshake.
Ooh, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Right. It'll be a straight roll.
What a great way. I want that. That's just a brilliant way to end
It's a
and
straight
start
roll.
and end the match.
Straight roll. You've only got one momentum. Oh, it's an 11.
Holy shit.
Come on!
Holy shit.
Use that momentum.
Second off. Holy shit. Oh, Lord. Oh, my
Use
day.
the momentum for God's sake. Have this
Yeah,
match
did you
be
use
over.
it?
You've only
Yes.
won anyway.
He used
Use it.
Yes.
Yeah, no, he used it. He said, yeah, so 12.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
12. That's
I didn't
critical.
Gotcha.
Right.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Here
So-
we go.
This becomes a 12. It's a
Bye-bye,
critical
Jimmy.
guillotine. So, Jim Morris, I can only ask for an 11 or 12.
Good
Oh.
Can I not use my momentum, no?
Good
No,
luck.
not
What
for
momentum?
Yours is defense.
Yeah.
It's a 10.
Oh, it's a 10.
He's gone.
That would be the quickest match ever.
That is actually the quickest match. Gone by the new system. That is the quickest match we've ever had. Holy fucking shit. Right,
Congrats,
so,
boy.
so
Breaking necks
right.
and breaking records.
Fucking hell.
You can blame Midas for that. He got them all fired up.
Ah,
For that absolute fire promo that Jerry has already done. Absolutely.
Jesus.
So,
Well.
Aaron, I'm so sorry, but
No, you're not. No one.
you can weigh empty-handed though.
Well,
That's the
at
thing.
least Aaron gets to go home early now.
There you go.
The cat's telling them.
You can argue he was caught off guard.
He's the
He wasn't
one-man
beaten into
job
the start.
squad. Dude, start up that gimmick again. Pin me, pay me.
Yeah. Oh, that works. So Jamie, talk us through the finish, shockingly enough.
So yeah, go for the handshake, pull him in, guillotine, do the full body scissors. And I hold on to him, wrenching it in.
Oh,
Clearly
that's
not
kind of
meant
mean
for
now.
him. It's not meant for him.
Okay.
And I will be interrupted, but I suggest we do that post-match after we see what comes before.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
fair. That's fair. So like I said, you do catch Jim Morris off guard. Perhaps Aaron, you might kind of give your contribution to this match here. Like, what would you be doing before the guillotine? You take
fucking thinking he was nice and fucking taking the handshake, and then, well, there we go. That's the end of that one. Once again, I hate this fucking game.
Have you ever seen someone so heartbroken to have their trust betrayed?
You
So-
can play that up though. I would play that up like later on in
in-
future promos that he fucking went to shake your hand and then like a coward he fucking double crossed.
I can play that off like, well, at least Rob Midas has a little bit of a spine instead of double crossing people at the last second.
Now you see that's what you do.
Oh.
I'm not calling you a coward by the way. Jim.
Oh,
I
that was a
loved it.
fucking show.
I thought it was brilliant.
Aaron, in fairness, you probably could have just taken that fucking 10 count. It probably would have been better than that.
It would have been. I'm just going I'm going to stay here for a while. See, I was planning to leave at like 10:15, so I've actually got loads of time now. I can stay. Yeah, but
Jonathan is
leave.
cursing you in his head now. He didn't have to do all this fucking editing.
He didn't.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Well,
So
look,
he laughed
he's
and then he laughed for that.
In
I
fact,
mean, that's never worked badly for any wrestler in the world. Fuck pissing off the booker.
And I've got my shiny head now. I'm practically him. Where's my cap? Have I got a cap? No, I have the water now. Right, that's my next job. I've got the Under Armour, but yeah, nearly.
For what it's worth, I'd like to apologise to Aaron. Jim Morris can blow me though.
Like Aaron, we hate Jim Morris. I love the correlation. So yeah. Anyway, so again, we get the ring announcer going. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by submission, James Rage. Nathan, you were saying about Jim Morris having a bad night. I don't think it gets any worse than that. That is perhaps the quickest match we've ever had here at Future Wrestling, and you can rightfully so. James Rage is pissed off.
Yes, he is. Very, very much so. Like I can't help but keep smiling. Like that has brought a big smile to my face, and I'm just enjoying it because
Again, you know just as well how violent James Rage can be. I suppose we're just kind of grateful that we're not on the receiving end of this tonight.
Why
definitely.
couldn't Carter just take what I offered him, for fuck's sake?
He's busy doing paperwork.
He didn't want to get fucking choked out. Fuck that.
Doing paperwork. Rolling joints is not paperwork.
Fuck that shit, I'm out.
It is technically. I mean,
It's
Technically
called,
is.
it's called CBD oil. I don't need to roll shit. I just fucking vape it.
Well, see, I can't necessarily use that joke for fucking CBD oil now, can I? So I gotta improvise somehow.
that is a fair point. Actually, it does lose its flavor.
Yeah.
But so
I'm holding the guillotine on until I'm interrupted.
yes, very good. And indeed, it is disrupted because we hear the music of Rob Midas. And obviously, you released the guillotine on that. Rob Midas' music hits, and he appears right after the match on the stage with a microphone.
I must say, James, that was probably one of the most impressive things I've ever seen. Well, except you just did it to Jim Morris, and it really didn't mean a goddamn thing, now did it? All you did was look at him, and you didn't see Jim Morris, did you, James? No, you didn't. You saw me. You saw Rob Midas. You can look out into that crowd, and you'll see Rob Midas. You can look at the announcers, and you'll see Rob Midas. You look at the referee, you'll see Rob Midas. Well, James, you don't need to look at anyone else because I'm right here. Now, you called me out last week and you want to get your hands on me. Well, James, if you truly want that, if you truly want me, then maybe you should think about entering the Rose Games. And maybe, just maybe, you'll get your hands on me. What do you think about that, James?
Rob, I think you should pay very close attention to what just happened here, because a 20-year veteran just went down in seconds. You've had one match, Rob. You've gotten too big for your damn boots. So I'll tell you what, you want to talk about how much you thought about me and my words. Well, I'm not even going to dig into the fact that you're lying in bed thinking about me, Rob. Instead, I'm going to give you some actions to think about. If I can do that to a 20-year veteran, if I can give him his rock bottom, fucking Jim Morris's rock bottom, let's take a second to appreciate how much ground that takes in. If I can do that to him, Rob, what am I going to do to you? You want me to enter the Rose Games? I'm not a fan of playing anyone else's games, Rob, but where you lead, I will follow. I don't care if I have to do that by myself. I'll enter it solo if that's what it takes, Rob. I am going to cleanse this company and this industry of your toxic influence once and for all. And there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it. So, Rob, I suggest you go home and have sweet dreams because your day is coming, buddy.
Oh, James, believe me when I say I will have sweet dreams tonight, knowing that very, very soon me and you will face each other from across the ring. And I don't give two fucks if I've had one match, 100 or 10 fucking thousand, because when I get my hands on you, however it happens, you will know the true meaning of cancer. Because I get my hands on you, you will be fucked. A very, very good night, James. And off I go.
The dreams are
Made of this. Help me. How to find a copyright-free remix of that song. Right, and so with that then, lads. So Rob, give us your roll on that then. So it's +3 overall for you, and Jamie, same again. So it'd be a +2 roll for you on that promo. Can we get top
8?
An 8. So that's an 11. So close to the critical. Jamie, how about yourself? Oh, it is a critical for James Rage. So nicely done, because there's a +3 overall. So yeah, that works out. Nicely done, lads. So good stuff. Good stuff all round. That was beautiful. Beautiful. Can't believe we're doing maybe 6 to 7 weeks more of this, lads. Fucking have some of that. Right, so
fuck me, okay.
I need popcorn for next time.
I was about to say, Kira and fucking Casey's getting popcorn next time. Come on, lads. Who doesn't love a good proxy war to get into a feud? So, with that in mind, then, ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is scheduled for one fall.
One fall.
Introducing first, weighing in at 298 pounds from Gelsenkirchen, Germany, Vladimir Kaiser. Well, Nathan Youngblood, again, it's been quite a tumultuous night. As much as it's been tumultuous for the Emperors lately, their team very much on the rocks at the moment. But Vladimir Kaiser in singles competition, much like his teammate Kazero tonight, and he has a very intriguing scalp ahead of him. He's facing one of our current future world champions.
Yeah, this is gonna be a very interesting match, no doubt about it. Like, yeah. No, I'm sorry. I'm still a bit.
That's all right. That's okay. That's okay. But like I said, it's been a busy night for all of us here, and we still have 2 more matches to go. So let's get back to the ring. And his opponent, weighing in at 231 pounds from the Timon Woods in Dublin, he is a reigning future world champion, Alan Morph.
So I want there to be no music, just a loud humming noise.
Right.
And it gets louder and louder and louder. Then 2 stagehands come down, open the hood a bit wide. Alan Morph comes down on an electric scooter with a helmet.
Right.
With 3 skulls on it. Each one had the Emperor's flag neat to the skull. We'll go down to the ring, do the lap of the ring, goes around again, stops at the announcer table, just asks Nathan Youngblood, is he okay? Does another lap, packs up. Leeds has the featurette on title like around the front, on top of the skull. Stands up, walks into the ring, and just go to his corner and just sits down and waits for the bell to ring.
I love it. Like I when you're going around the ring, I really want the crowd to start going like this. I don't know why. It just feels really natural for some reason. Why would that be? I don't know. It's a mystery to us all. But so yeah, it's quite an impressive image there. Nathan Youngblood. Obviously, Alan Morph's mind games have not lost their sparkle, and as you can see, just that evolution of what he's become, even as world champion, it never fails to amaze you, does it?
No, not at all. Like, it's never a dull moment when Alan Morph is around. That's for sure.
Certainly isn't. So we'll crack into this match, lads. So 10 spots between yourself and Vladimir Kaiser, Jerry. So let's get the show on the road. The bell rings. Let's see who gets the opening spot.
6.
And Kaiser rolled a 6 as well. So let's go again.
Oh, 5.
5. Kaiser rolls a 9. So what animal are you this weekend, Jerry? Are you any animal, or are you just yourself?
No, just the onesie and the clown mask on.
Mask. Okay, right, fair enough. So in that case, then I do perhaps you kind of be like kind of standing in the ring at the moment, so I want you to kind of square up to Kaiser and kind of give him a shove as if to say, like, I'm kind of more powerful to you. And Kaiser's going to go, haha, cute. And he basically, I just want him to go for a big belly to belly to start off. So it'll be a power roll for that. Straight roll for Kaiser. And hits it. So it's a belly to belly for Kaiser. And we start off the match from there. So, Casey, give us your next roll. It's a 9. Kaiser rolls an 8. So it's yours. It's yours, Casey. Go for it.
So I want to grab his hand, like kind of testing out feeling process. I want him to grab. I interlock 1. As soon as it interlocks, I kind of get it down. Yeah. And then I go for kicks across his chest to wear him down.
Nice. I like it. Reroll. +1, Alan. It's a 6. So, okay. So I'll get you to kind of like to go for the kicks to the chest. And I think what he will do then, you're going to go for the kick to the chest, and I want you to, he's going to push you off then. And he's going to go for a proper fucking like chop to the chest. So just a straight roll on that to see if it'll be successful. And yes, chop successful. So he does get the chop out, and we want to our next spot from there. So Casey, give us your roll again.
Oh, geez. Another 5.
5. Well, I can do one better. Oh, it was meant to be a 10, but it rolled on me, but never. So again, he's going for the chop here. So I want him to kind of keep using this power game against you. So he's just basically gonna like keep you to the corner and start hitting you with strikes. To which the referee's going to caution him, but he's going to keep going from there. So again, it's kind of a straight roll for Kaiser here. So it'll be on that, and it is a 7 overall. So he's in the corner. He has you in the corner, and he's giving you strikes. So you're under the cosh here a minute at the moment, Alan. So next roll on that.
7.
7. Well, Kaiser rolls a 10. So he's keeping the momentum up here. So Alan Morph is going to be in the corner still. So I want him to, what would I want Kaiser to do here? Okay, I'm going to do something a little bit different, Kaiser. Doesn't normally do this, but he's going to he's going to get like stack you up in the top rope.
Yeah.
And he's going to hopefully go for a top rope superplex. So it's a work roll, a -2 for Kaiser. So I'm taking a bit of a risk here. Let's see if he pulls it off. And he doesn't. So even with the -2, he wouldn't be successful. So Alan, you have a chance to reverse top rope suplex here, or at least an attempt on it.
I want to. He's going for a suplex. I want to get I want to kind of have him having up. I fall behind him.
Okay.
And I want to go. I'm on the second rope now.
Yeah.
I want to say, fuck it. I want to go for a super German.
Ooh, okay, interesting. Okay, I'm going to give it to you as a work roll, straight roll on that, Jared. Let's see if you can pull it off.
I can absolutely not.
Okay, right then. So you're going to go for the German, and you're kind of like, it's almost like you're teasing trying to do it, but you can't basically. You can't kind of get the strength and the form to do it. So he'll kind of like hit you with a back elbow, and he gets off the rope, the corner out of himself. And again, no momentum for that spot. We just move on to the next one. Yeah. So Casey gives you next roll.
7.
Kaiser rolls an 8. So again, he's kind of like, you're kind of like perhaps setting your back here a little bit, trying to kind of like to explain how you could try to lift Kaiser up, and basically he's going to try and take advantage of that. And what he's going to do, I think he's going to go for a. What he's going to do for a big power move. So I want him to kind of run you through the ropes, and he's going to go for a big back body drop. So look roll on that. Well, they're both the same stat anyway. They're straight roll. So back body drop. Can he pull it off? He can. It's an 8. So good stuff for Kaiser there. So we move on to our next spot then. So we're at the halfway mark. Let's see if you can get off the mark with momentum, Alan. So give us your next roll.
Just 6.
Okay, it's a 10 for Kaiser. Holy shit. Right, so again, Kaiser is going to try and follow the back body drop here. And he's going to go for a power move here. He's going to whip you, a hard Irish whip into the ropes here. So, or into the corner, I should say. So let's see, it's a power roll for Kaiser. And oh my fucking Lord.
I'm dead.
Critical into the ropes, into the turnbuckle. So yeah, Kaiser really does fucking take it to town on that one, and you like fucking white out in the corner, and we're gonna go from there. So Alan, give us your next roll from that.
8.
It's a 9 for Kaiser. So unlucky with these rolls, Jerry. Fucking hell. Okay, so again, Kaiser's taking advantage here, and so I'm gonna go let him do a work roll on this. So I want him to go for a fisherman suplex from the corner. So it'll be a -2 for Kaiser. Let's see if he pulls it off. And it is a 3 overall. So Casey, this is a chance to fight back. So he's gonna go for a fisherman suplex from after whipping you into the corner. So what do you want to do next?
As he has me over his head, I break loose, drop behind, and go for a backstabber.
Backstabber. Okay, so that is a luck roll. So it'll be a +1 on that. 8 overall. So Alan Morph is off the mark momentum-wise. So backstabber successful, and you hit Kaiser. We have 3 spots left. So let's see what happens next. 10. Kaiser rolls an 8. Jerry, you're still in control.
Christ.
So, what's next?
I want to go back, get the arm, wrench it back, and give him a few more kicks to the chest.
Oh, okay, right. So again, we're going for some real stiff kicks here. So it'll be a real roll on that, a +1. Ooh, careful. It's a 6. So again, same again. You're getting the stiff kicks out, and obviously kind of wearing them down at that point. So yeah, it's kind of the same story as last time. He just kind of pushes you off from there, and we move on to our next spot from that. So, yeah, give us your next roll there, Jerry.
6.
The 6. Kaiser rolled a 10. Oh. So what I want him to do then is I want him to go for, again, a very technical spot here. So he's going to go, you're going to go from the kicks here. So what I want him to do then, I want him to go for, this going to take a little bit of work. So I want you to kind of like try and work at a submission on him.
Yeah.
And what I basically want him to do, I'm going to try and get him to basically hook you in for a pile driver, essentially. So it'll be a work roll on that to try and basically get you from position A to B. -2. Let's see if he plays it off. And he doesn't. So you're back in control, Jerry. He's going to go try and lock you in for pile driver. What do you want to do next?
Ooh. I want to reverse it into a back body drop.
Back body drop. Okay. Yeah. So it'd be a straight roll on that then for a back body drop. So basically just trying to lift him over.
Yeah. And no. 5.
It's a 5. So again, you kind of go for it again, and he just kind of push you off. So it's the same again, unfortunately, on that. So no momentum served. And last spot of the match, lads. So interesting. Let's see how this goes.
5.
5. Kaiser rolls a 9. So what is he going to do? I want him to lock into submission here. So you've gone for the back body drop, and I want him to go for a torture rack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 2 of his momentum to knock out the work roll. So hopefully give him a chance on the submission. So he's going to go for submission on this, potentially. So it's a +2. It's going to be a straight roll overall. And it is overall a 6. So the momentum actually does fuck all there, all the same. So he's going to have you into the torture rack position. But Alan Morph, you are going to have a chance to reverse this. So what would you like to do?
While I'm up there, I want to try and reverse it and knock in a $1 million dream.
Oh, I like it. I like it. That's a work roll. So plus, it's a straight roll on that, actually. I'm sorry. Work roll.
No, 5.
Work roll. So again, you're going to try to go for the $1 million dream, and he's going to help you out as well. So really rotten luck on the draw there, KC, unfortunately. But we're going to roll into the finish here. So Alan Morph, you're currently on 2 momentum, and Kaiser, after spending that momentum, is on 4. So it's a +2 advantage overall. So I think it's very you can go from here because you went for the $1 million dream. So you're kind of had the last spot to yourself. So what would you like to do for the finish here?
Oh, I want to have him kind of shake off, swipe at me. I duck it, him for a body slam, and because he's a big ass guy, you know, that's the end. Finish him with a body slam.
Interesting. Okay, so you're gonna go for a finish, kind of do like an Andre spot.
Yeah.
All right, interesting. Okay, that's a power roll. So that's, or it would be a power roll, but you're treating it as your finish. So that's interesting. And for Kaiser here,
and all in with the momentum as well. So
yeah, naturally, yeah. So interesting on that. So you're gonna go for the body slam on that. I want Kaiser to do. I'm gonna use his finish here, which is the elevated power bomb, the kind of jackknife-esque power bomb. But I want him to kind of get to that point. I want you to basically kind of go for strikes, run the ropes, and basically it's gonna be like a pop-up variation of it, where like you run the ropes and he'll just go whoop, bam, and there's the Berlin One power bomb. So he's kind of like almost an out of nowhere finisher in a sense. So again, he's gonna use his 4 on that, and we're gonna roll on the finish on this. So I'll roll first. Okay, it is a 10 overall to beat, Jerry.
10 overall to beat, and I have a. Do I have a +2 because of my?
Yeah.
No.
Oh wow. Okay. So we roll into the finish on that then. So you get whipped off I want you to get whipped off the ropes after hitting some strikes. You come back and like Kaiser's is gonna topple you with a massive Berlin Wall power bomb, completely out of nowhere, and he's gonna roll into the pin. 1, 2, 3, ring the bell! Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this contest, Vladimir Kaiser! Well, Nathan Youngblood, that is another surprise on the books here, you have to say. Alan Morph, one of the future world champions, pinned again 2 weeks in a row. Some incredible scenes here, Nathan. I value your opinion on this.
I'm more surprised. Like, I just can't believe it. Like, Alan Morph has lost again, and yeah, I have no words for this.
It's certainly a surprise. I mean, with Cutter, you could imagine the height and weight difference. Kaiser obviously a big man himself, but again, Alan Morph's just struggling to find that championship form he found at the end of season 1. It's incredible scenes here at the moment. So obviously Vladimir Kaiser is going to take the kind of the referee's kind of like salutations here. He's gonna just kind of like look at you, wipe his feet, and leave, and that leaves Alan Morph in the ring. So Casey, we'll leave it to you here for the finish. What's going on here with you?
Oh. Like I've been coughing because you know the elevated power bomb's a back and chest move.
Yeah, of course.
Kind of kneel back, kind of like I'm exhausted. Like deep breaths. Just roll out the ring, hop on the scooter, and just go off. Kind of like head down, not like bantering, just getting out of there.
Well, like that, it's obviously we know Alan Morph quite well for his kind of his mind games, his antics, but it's chalk and cheese the difference from when he entered the ring to leaving. Nathan, it just shows you how much a loss can do. But surely that feels twice as bad if you are the future world champion.
No doubt about it. Like the responsibility of being a champion and that level that you're expected to perform at. Like obviously, like this definitely wasn't Alan Morph's night.
Would you say, and I can't believe I'm saying this because again, Alan Morph is one of our most mercurial and very unique performers, but is the pressure of being a champion getting to Alan Morph?
I don't know. That's something that only Alan Morph can answer.
Very true, and perhaps we might get some answers in that point. But again, on this decision between, because bear in mind, of course, the one person that this does factor into is Kyle Decker. We heard earlier on at the start of the show that he's going to make a decision on who the world champion is, and if if you're Alan Morph, you just earn 2 losses in a row here. That doesn't bode well for your chances here.
Not at all. Not at all. But again, let's not forget about the fact that like Violet Storm will be in action later on tonight.
Good point. Very good point.
If she was to lose, where does that put her? So we're definitely in a very uncertain time in future wrestling.
Absolutely. And again, like there's uncharted waters in that sense, and it's intriguing to see how that match was going to go later on tonight. In fact, we are going to roll into it after this commercial break. Our main event, as Violet Storm faces not Damon Garrick in a non-title match. We'll see you then. And we do indeed when we come back from commercial. I love James Ray just going, Jesus.
It's Rob Midas' influence.
Rent free. Okay, man. Look after yourself, Casey. I'll talk to you soon.
Take care.
Yeah.
All the best, buddy. So, we roll into our main event then.
Oh God.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is your main event of the evening, and it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing to the ring first, weighing in at 212 pounds, being accompanied to the ring by Dahlia Thorne and Pastor Fred Rose, Damon Garrett.
Bollocks.
Well, folks, welcome back to we're live, Nathan. Sorry about that. Apologies, folks. But we're back here for our final match of the night between Violet Storm and Damon Garrick here. Obviously, the Rose family back in full swing. In case you're unaware, obviously they returned last week, and obviously on a high for Damon Garrick personally, as he defeated a former world champion in Silver Fox. Quite a feather in his cap, Nathan.
Yeah, that is definitely like as you said, a feather in his cap, because picking up a win on a former world champion in Silver Fox, like that's big. But if he was to do that again and picking up a win against Violet Storm, where does that put Damon Garrett in regards to people's eyes on where he stands?
Absolutely. I mean, I don't want to kind of peer behind the curtain here, but Garrick has perhaps been a bit of a poster boy for some of the poor performances on the card as of late. But like I said, perhaps he's turned a corner, perhaps he's found something new, perhaps the resurgence of this Rose family has added to that. But either way, what a great way of consolidating that within a victory against Violet Storm. Let's see how it plays out. And the music plays here. So on that, and his opponent, weighing in at 197 pounds from Dublin, Ireland, she is a future world champion, Violet Storm.
So come out through the curtain. I lift my title above my head before heading down, a bit of glad handling with the fans before hopping into the ring, keeping a very close eye on where Dahlia Thorne is standing, because she's hit from behind a couple of times.
She does have a terrible habit of that, especially bonking people on the head with fucking heels, which is it's bad form. It's very disrespectful, to be honest. To say the least. So yeah, we'll jump into this match then. So again, it's same as the Alan Morph match. We'll get 10 spots overall for our main event. So Ciara, we'll start off with your rolls and we'll go from there. 11. Oh,
Good
it's
start.
good. And it's definitely not a 4 because that's what Gareth was. Well, it's yours.
I thought you were going to say it was a 12 there, the way
I was
Fucking
tempted
worker,
to
that's what he is.
He's an awful bollocks, is what he is.
Yeah, that's more like it. That's more accurate. So, Ciara, take it away. It's your shot here.
I want to go for a spear.
Spear. Okay,
Yeah.
love it. Yeah.
Great
Look
shout.
roll on that thing. Straight off.
Critical
Critical spear.
Oh,
That's the spirit. So critical spear.
please
on
let
that.
this be a fucking one hit fucking kill. Oh, please let it
So I
happen.
didn't say that I was going to pin
Well,
him around.
you didn't call for the pin, but look, it's a critical spear. You just get an audience out of it. So you literally you've actually no. Here's a good mental image, right? Because again, remember how Garrick is dressed. I wanted to literally speared out of his shoes. Literally, I wanted to be kind of remonstrating with the fucking with the Rose family. I wanted to turn around and bam, he lands. The shoes stay exactly where they were in the fucking mat. So
Yes, please.
What a fucking visual that would be. So yeah, we'll go with
He
that
would have
then.
been an idiot to have tied his boots properly.
Fucking absolutely. He doesn't even wear boots, dozy bastard. So yeah, that works out fine. So yeah, we'll roll from there, lads. It's a 9, better than Garrick's 5. So Violet, you're well in control here this match.
Okay. Think. So I am just going to keep going on the offensive. So go for a standing drop kick.
Standing drop kick. So same again. Look roll on that. It's an 11. Fucking hell. That's an 11, 12, and 11.
Right to the face.
Did you nick fucking Alan Morph's rolls? Is that what's happened here?
It seems to have been.
Wow, my decision's becoming a lot easier as this fucking night goes on. so yeah, we keep going on that match then. So yeah, we go to the next roll on that. A 7. That's disgraceful, carry on. 7. I mean, it's not a 5 in fairness, but yeah. So Kira, it's all yours. Go for it.
Jesus. Okay. So I want to whip him off the ropes and go for a belly to back suplex.
Belly back suplex. Grand. That'll be a work roll on that then. Straight roll.
The fuck?
10. Nicely done again. So you're hoovering up the momentum here at the moment. So yeah, let's move on to our next spot from that. 7. Garrick rolls an 8. So what I want to do here at this point then, I want so Garrick's going to start feeding up here from the belt back suplex. Obviously, the Rose family are in his corner, like trying to give him some form of advice. And obviously, it's not going to be working. So what I want to do here is I want you to run him off the ropes. I want him to duck. And then as he comes back, then he's going to hit you with a leg lariat from that. So that'll be a reel. No, it wouldn't be a reel, of course, no. Look roll for Garrick on that one. So it's straight roll on that. And he hits a leg lariat to his credit. He gets some offense in. Boy, he's learning something, shockingly enough. So with that, then we move on to our next spot then. And you have a 9, Garrick rolls an 8. So you're just about in control for this spot.
Okay. So I'm going with
So I would imagine Garrick is perhaps kind of feeding you up from the leg lariat, looking to set something else up. So maybe go from there.
yeah. So if I just go for like if we're both feeding up, well, and he grabbed me, so I'll go for a hip toss, just and kicks
Get
it
him
off.
off, yeah. Fair enough, yeah. That'll be a worker on that then. So straight roll for that on yeah. The 5. Okay, so what do you go? I wanted to block the hip toss basically, and I wanted to get you pushed into the corner. So while he's doing that, I want him to kind of like start rain down elbows. And while he's doing that, then I want the referee to remonstrate with him, and then I want Dahlia Thorne to get in on the action in the corner. So on that, I'm going to make it a real roll for the elbows. So it's a +1 real, and critical elbows. So I think what I will do is I'll get him to. I won't get him to draw blood, not like fucking gushing open or anything like that. But what I will do is I will. This actually works out really well. So obviously he's gonna rain on the elbows. You're kind of in the corner like that, and then I want Dahlia Thorne to scratch your face basically, because she's a fucking bitch like that. And then what'll happen is then you're kind of like you're kind of come back up from the corner. Obviously there's like marks on your face. There is like kind of blood being drawn. The referee is kind of like has noticed it. It's like that doesn't make sense. Kind of sees Dahlia and Rose there, thinking, okay, I can't act on it, but I know what's happening here. So yeah, there's outside interference happening here at the minute. So either way, we're at the halfway mark. You knew Damon Garrick could draw blood. He didn't, but there you go. So we move on to our next roll on that. So let's see who gets advantage. And that's a 7. Also a 7. We go again. 6. I rolled a 4. So Violet, it's yours.
Okay. So if he's in the middle of the ring after being pulled out by the ref, I wanna, and I'm still in the corner, I wanna hop up onto the second rope and go for a Hurricane Rana.
Grant, you can do that, certainly. It's a luck roll. And it's an 8. So yeah, successful Hurricane Rana from the second rope. And we move on to our next spot. It's a 3. It's a good thing I rolled a 4, isn't it? So so we go from there. And so again, I want Garrett to kind of feed out from the ring here. So what will happen here is I want you to go for a dive, basically. And as you're doing that, I'm going to use some heal momentum for this as well. So I'm spending some of Garrett's momentum to do this. It's going to be heal move because I want basically you to start like kind of looking for a dive. And as you run the ropes, your feet are going to get caught by Dahlia Thorne again. So I'll make it a +2 roll to make it successful. And I needed it too. It's a +2 overall on that. So as that happens, you get tripped up. But shockingly, the referee noticed it. Foxy, a referee noticed something. Can you believe it? No, seriously, can you believe it? Like, how does it? Is it too unrealistic? Is it worse than the fucking hand over the rope? Is it? Yeah, is it?
No, it's not as bad as the hand over the fucking rope.
Okay, right. No, I want to know where we stand with this because
You had to get it in at least once today.
Yeah, like it's a good thing I fucking said it.
With a fucking finger on the apron. Like
come on, like a referee noticing something that never fucking happens. Come on, like he's terrible for it. So as that happens,
I'm in the ring.
No, I'm not. Now I am. No, I'm not. It's like the equator. That's how it works.
I'm in Australia, America. I'm in Australia, America.
So Violet gets tripped up by Dahlia Thorne, thinking she's hot shit. The referee knows at this time and kind of like marks it, like points to the face, points to trip, and then just actually, Foxy, you do the honors. You love doing the whole. You're out of here. So
you out of here.
He loves doing that. You can tell. He even does the arm roll and everything. It's beautiful. So cute. So, yes, absolutely. Yeah, it is. So Thorne and Fred Rose, who hasn't even done anything in this match yet, are both ejected from ringside. So it's just a straight fight now between Garrick and Thorne. Garrick kind of out on the outside still, and Storm, I should have said, not Thorne, is in the ring still. So we have 3 spots left. Let's see who gets advantage. 10. Also 10. Roll again.
8.
And 10 again for Garrick. So what I want him to do, I'm going to get him to take advantage of this, basically this little bit of distraction. So I want him to come in with a big boot from that. So again, he kind of goes for the leg offense here. And so it's going to be a luck roll from that. Let's see if he pulls it off. Straight roll. And he hits it, to be fair. Probably not as damage.
Boot to the head.
Well, stock to the head, to be fair. But yeah, it's still probably psychologically it's as bad. So yeah, it makes it work. So either way, then it's yeah, exactly, yeah. If it was a critical, it would have been a lot different. But here we are. So 2 more spots. Then let's see who gains advantage. It's an 8. 8 as well for Garrick. So roll again. And 7.
7.
Better than the 4. So Violet, it's yours.
Okay. So if he smashes you a boot, I'm feeding back again. Jesus. Okay, so let's go for a drop toe figure 4.
Figure 4. Okay, so it's a work roll on that then. So yes, work roll on the figure 4. And if only you had a +1 on work, it would have been a critical. But figure 4 is in. So again, obviously, I presume you're going for submission on that. So, let's see if Garrett can get out of it. Just a positive roll will do. And oh Jesus, just about, to be fair, just 7. So he's gonna be there for a while. To his credit, like, so he's gonna be in there for a good long while. Then obviously uses his kind of like his natural height to get onto the ropes, but he's not feeding up yet. So we'll see how we go from the next roll. So we have, this is the last roll before the finish. So let's see who gets advantage. It is a 8, and Garrett rolls a 7. So Kira, it's your last bit of momentum.
Okay. Then I want to drag him back to the middle of the ring and go for a Boston Crab.
Boston Crab. So you're kind of working down with submissions then. Okay. So yeah, work roll again on that, Kira. So straight roll on that.
Hook.
Oh shit! There we go. There we have it. So again, the only thing to match a critical is a critical. He only has one chance, and that ain't a fucking critical. So he gets into the Boston Crab. So you're keeping the Boston Crab, then I take it, yeah.
She's going for the finish. That's what she's fucking doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'd prefer to go for the Storm Warning if I could.
Okay, well, listen, you've got momentum to spend it. Like, you can, again, doesn't necessarily have to be a submission on this point. You can't just have him really fucking, like, you have him locked into the Boston Crab. You control him.
Yeah.
So, like, you can either let go or transition if you want to do it. So here's how we do it, right, for the finish.
Yeah.
Garrick has got 3 momentum. You've got 7. So I fancy your chances here, right? So what I will do, or what I want him to do is I want him to go for, I want him to kind of roll into small package, holding the trunks, and get a cheap win from that. So that's with this +3 roll. You have a +7. So talk me through what you want to do for your finish, and we go from there.
So I want to go from the Boston Crab to the Sharpshooter.
You want to go for the Storm Warner from that?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough then.
May as well see as a done.
Yeah, well, like I said, so we're using our momentum here on this. So I will set the pace. So he has a +3 on this one. Let's see if he can steal a win. Okay, interesting. You have a 10 to beat, Kira.
Okay.
So,
right.
Well beaten, to be fair. So yeah, that works out just as well. You would have beat him on the natural roll anyway, so that works out well. So yeah, talk us through the after 10. So you're going to transition from the Boston Crab into the Storm Warning. I could take it.
Yeah.
So you go from there, lock it in, and obviously, you know, you've to your credit, you've worked down the leg, you've worked down the back, you've done exactly what you needed to do, and Garrick, wrench it back in, full torque, and take the tap out from there. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by submission, Violet Storm. Well, ladies and youngblood, there is perhaps a reason further proof tonight why Violet Storm is the future world champion, and that is exactly it. Even with interference all around the ring here from the rest of the Rose family, that technical base, that submission game worked out perfection. Look at how she chained those moves. Figure 4, Boston Crab into this, I suppose, a new move, the Storm Warning. It's an impressive repertoire, Nate.
Yes, it is indeed, but it also comes down to a champion's cool head. Like, she proved that she could take what was coming at her with the distraction and persevere and come out on top.
Yes, absolutely, 100%, and yeah, very, very much so. So, Violet, well done. That was your match objective, by the way. So, shockingly, for the first time since the pay-per-view, you're top of the cards. Holy shit! Well, someone got a fucking advance in this game. So, talk through the afters, Kira. What's happening in the ring after this? After the win?
Not much. Just get my title back and kind of go. You tried again. You lost again. Bye.
Very much so. Nice one. So when this is happening, then you're kind of going up the apron, and as you're coming back, you're heading up the apron. Out from the curtain comes Alan Morph, not looking very happy after losing, looking quite sore, but he is holding his world title. Again, there is a painted difference between the two titles. So there's not necessarily been words exchanged, but it's kind of like stern looks, a bit of tension, as it were. Because obviously you were a tag team, so it's fair to say there's still some kind of like some banter there from that. So it kind of looks like you're kind of like starting to get kind of like closer together, like almost like button heads. And that's when Carl Decker's music hits. So he steps out then, he kind of like separates the two together. And he goes, look, it's fair to say I've had quite a lot of thinking to do over tonight, especially over this World Championship situation. I've always believed that there's only should be one champion on this brand for all of us to achieve for. One goal, one title. And unfortunately, we're in a situation where we have two. Not exactly my ideal scenario, but this is where we're at. So I've thought long and hard about the validity of both of your championship reigns. Alan Morph, you won that championship on the biggest stage we've ever had here at Future Wrestling by beating the top field of Silver Fox and everyone else around. Surprised all of us. For Violet Storm, when Alan Morph did leave for his own reasons, you took that mantle and you made that championship of your own. Not only by proving your worth last season in the Youngblood tournament, but you took that responsibility, that ownership of being champion, and proved it by defeating Conor Locke, who, to his credit, did defeat the entire field in that tournament. So unfortunately, the way I see it, I see that both of you have a valid claim to that belt. Which means the best way to settle this, from my personal opinion, is at our next live special. Our next live special is going to be called Winner Takes All, because that's literally what it's going to be. Our main event will be between Violet Storm and Alan Morph. And the winner of that match will be the undisputed future world champion. And we end the episode on that. Commentators going, well, there you have it. The decision has been made. We still are going to roll into next week with two world champions, but only for a couple of weeks. As a winner takes all, our next live special, we're going to crown finally who is the real future world champion. Nathan Youngblood, we have to be looking forward to that match.
Oh, without a doubt, because that is going to be a barn burner of a match.
Absolutely.
Like two top-class talents just waiting to prove who is the best in future wrestling.
Absolutely. And as you're saying that, then Caldegra looks to be kind of stepping out. The two are kind of squaring off again, and kind of looks and turns. Oh, and while I'm here, I'm thinking of it. You two have already faced off each other last season. I don't like repeating myself. So how about we do it differently? For that future world championship match, let's make it a backyard match as well. And we cut from there. And we end the episode on
Professional wrestling is a sacred art form. There are rules and traditions that have stood the test of time and remain the basis of everything we hold true in this industry. It's on these rules that we respect and honor at all times, and woe betide anyone who breaks them. With that said, this court is now in session.
Judge James Rage presiding.
Will the defendant and his counsel please rise? Please state your name and position on the card for the court.
Liam Connors, I play the role of Conor Locke, Scottish sweetheart, and soon to be main eventer.
wishful thinking, lad.
And your counsel?
Kyle Decker, general manager of Future Wrestling, and I'm paying for most of this.
Oh, we'll get to that. You may be seated. Can the plaintiff and prosecuting counsel please rise? State your name and position on the card for the court.
Annie Violet Storm Monroe, current future world champion.
Oh, world champion.
Fuck off, you. You're already back 2 weeks and already starting shite.
Agreed. The gallery is warned not to interfere with these proceedings. There will be financial penalties for any further infractions. Miss Monroe, please state your counsel.
Virgil Cutter Jones, attorney at law.
Objection, Your Honor. This individual's first name is now Virgil. Also, might I add that he's not an appropriate attire for a courtroom setting.
I am wearing a fucking tie. What more do people want?
To have taken a shower for us?
Oh,
Bailiff Morris, remove the ranting old man from the court.
Come on now, don't you have a home to go to?
It's all conspiracy! It's all conspiracy!
Silence in the court! Counsel, your objection is denied. Will the prosecution call its first witness?
so, Miss Munro, you are the future world champion, yes?
That's right, yes.
And you won that very world title at Gold Rush, yes?
Yes, that's correct.
And was it the defendant seated over there that you faced for that title?
Technically, yes.
Wonderful! Now, I'd like to inform the court at this point that celebrations were had afterwards. Isn't that correct, Miss Storm?
Yes, we went to the rock bar down the road from the venue.
A Blackadder, indeed. And can you take us through the events of what happened that night?
Well, we were having drinks, chatting away about old stories and all that. I had just got the last round, and it was meant to be Connor's round next.
Now, it's at this point where this terrible crime takes place. Sorry. Please, Miss Storm, what happens next?
Well, he was bringing the tray of drinks back. All I saw was him stumbling, and the entire tray topples over. Me!
Wow.
Silence, you
Why?
fucking
Rabble.
Prosecutor Jones, continue.
Now, I understand. This is obviously a very difficult memory for you to recall, but I must inform the court at this time there was some serious damage done to my client. All right? Both physically and emotionally.
Aye. It's never been a good night when good alcohol is spilled.
Absolutely, Your Honor. I'd like to present some evidence to the court, if I may. Bailiff Morris, you cheating scumbag.
We remove him from the court, please.
Sustained.
Exhibit A.
Prosecutor Jones, get the fuck out of my court.
Exhibit A. Fuck you too, Judge. Exhibit A is a pair of slate grey designer jeans soiled by a combination of cheap lager, fruit cider, strawberry daiquiris, and second shelf whiskey. Not even the top shelf stuff, the fucking second shelf. Exhibit B is a pair of tasteful and no doubt incredibly expensive ankle boots, also decimated by the same alcoholic cocktail. And finally, Exhibit C is a novelty one-of-a-kind printed t-shirt that reads Violet Beavers, Champions Forever. Very much ruined by the gross negligence of the defendant. A wonderful souvenir just destroyed by a disgruntled work colleague.
Objection,
Cunt.
Your Honor. That's baseless supposition.
So what?
Says you're talking bollocks.
Oh, right. All right, Your Honor, your request to the defense stop using big words, please, in an attempt to make these proceedings sound more professional. I mean, come on.
Agreed. Counsel, you will refrain from using the correct terminology while court is in session.
Understood, Your Honor. I'll keep my replies to 3 syllables or less in future.
Oi, hang on. How come he can say what he needs to, and yet you can say shit like terminology?
Because I'm the judge. And fuck you.
I just respect, Judge, respect. In closing, my case to the court is that my client's perfect night was ruined because of the defendant's inability to hold his drink like every other Scottish fuck, both figuratively and literally. He may be a cruiserweight, but on a night out, very much a paperweight, Your Honor. I would signal our intent to press full charges here, financial reimbursement for the round spilled and for the damage done to personal items of my client. The prosecution rests, Your Honor. Thank you.
Very well.
Sorry, I was
Mr.
expecting
Decker.
a round of applause or something for what I... Sorry, go on.
Mr. Decker, do you intend to cross-examine the witness?
The defense has nothing to ask of the witness, Your Honor.
I thought you were meant to be defending me.
What made you think that?
Well, you are my attorney here. Maybe you could start from there.
Mate, you're guilty until proven innocent. And with Judge Rage, you haven't been out of the country at the time to be proven innocent.
Man, I'm fucking telling you, one of the boys stripped me up, and that made me stumble. I've been drinking since I was fucking 12. I can handle my booze.
That raises more questions, but let's leave that for another time.
So that's it then. I just take my medicine and fuck off home.
Give it a minute.
So, with no other evidence available to this case, I will now make my summary judgment.
Please rise.
Connor Locke, what you have done is inexcusable. One of the greatest crimes you can commit on a night out. It may end up being something you carry with you for the rest of your life. I can only hope for your sake that you learn from this and that you never repeat this mistake. But with that in mind, I declare the defendant guilty.
Objection!
No one interrupts my summary judgment.
Well, I am. I run this place after all. Your Honor, I am challenging this judgment.
That's not how this works, right?
I don't know. I've only watched Liar Liar once. The one with Top Gun, Tom Cruise in it. Yeah.
The prosecution's ignorance aside, Your Honor, I deem this court to be unfit to serve judgment.
And which part of this court is not fit for purpose, Mr. Decker?
It's the fucking bailiff, because we can definitely replace him. We can definitely replace him.
I'm not going anywhere. And get that panda out of the courtroom.
Bailiff, you are out of order. You do not address a future world champion in that manner, whether he be a human, panda, or both. Now, Mr. Decker, continue. Who was unfit in this court?
You are, Your Honor.
Objection denied. Be seated.
Yeah, that's nice. I'd like to submit some evidence to the court that demonstrates my point. Bailiff, can you confirm?
Confirm what? Is that? No, that can't be.
What have you got there? Let me see. Let
me have a look as well.
I will have order in my court.
Not fucking anymore, you don't.
Oh man, this is the best thing I've seen since Davy Marshall saved that penalty.
Ladies and gentlemen, and pandas of the gallery, I present to you James Rage as Hamlet. I have been waiting on this for a while, just in case you pissed me off. But seeing that you're about to try an innocent man, Your Honor, I put it to you that this tangible evidence, that means it's real, Cutter.
Oh, thank you. Get you now.
This tangible evidence proves that you are not fit to judge anyone on their past mistakes and wrongdoings. Because I'll be honest, anything that this lad does in his time here will not measure up to you and Horatio here. Although, in fairness, the rough will suit you all the same.
This court does not accept this as evidence. It was a long time ago. I was young. I needed the money. Fucking statute of limitations or something.
I object to the Shawn Michaels defense.
But the point still remains, Your Honor, that you are compromised. And this court is nothing but a farce. Or maybe in your case, a tragedy.
Boom! Poetry slam.
After all, Your Honor, if you are in a position to pass judgment, surely the least you can do is to be true to thine own self.
Fucking hell.
Order. I will have order.
Oh my god, you've got to be fucking kidding me. This is ridiculous.
So, have you had enough yet?
I'm actually starting to question why we thought this was a good idea for me to come here. This is
It was a-
ridiculous.
It's a fantastic idea for you to come here, but maybe it's time that you were brought up to speed a little bit more and maybe part of the plan. What do you think?
If it means I don't have to deal with these fucking Neanderthals. Rob, please.
You'll still have to deal with them, but there's somebody that you should talk to. Here, call this number.
Hello. Hi, my name's Kylie Matthews. I work at Future Wrestling. Can you put me through there to Fred Rose, please?